My name's Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor. I worked at IRS over a decade. I've worked thousands of cases. I'm an expert in IRS resolution matters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. They're short, they're sweet, to the point. I don't waste my time or yours. So, by the way, if you subscribe to me, you'll learn some really cool stuff. So, I want to talk to you today about what happens if you want to turn someone into IRS. I can't tell you, as a former agent, people would come up to me all the time and say, man, I want to turn this person in and turn that person in. People find me on the internet and they say, man, I know you're a former IRS agent. Like, what do I do? My employer did this, my wife did this, my attorney did this. I hear it all. And my guess, there's about 50% of everyone who's done something wrong. But let me just condense this for you and find out if you want to turn somebody in to IRS, just so I can make this simple. IRS has to use a base form, and that form is the 3949-A. So you can write that down or pause me. The form that you have to use is the 3949-A. It's a very simple, very simple two-page form. You just send it out. But here's the key about that. Let me just go over a few facts, and then I'll tell you how to handle that. So no matter what the reason, you want to lay out a very nice, neat, clean letter. Okay. You can imagine when I was an agent, all the garbage I would get sitting there. My wife did this, she didn't pay alimony, I know this, I know this. You got lists like this, and of this whole list, there's maybe one that's good. The letter you have has got to be professionally written or really nice and neat. You want to put a timeline and date order to everything. You want to have exhibits attached to make sure your documentation is really nice, clear, and neat. You got to remember, IRS gets thousands upon thousands of these. So how do they go ahead and pick yours? It's all about your letter. It's all around your documentation. The other thing is, when you're an agent, you know there is a lot of hate, a lot of spite in here. You have to see through that and say, if IRS gets into this case, is there enough information on what you, if you're sending this form in, is there enough information I can go with? IRS is not going to do discovery with documentation, send subpoenas and summons, because they don't know, to be honest, if you're telling the truth or if you're guessing or if you're mad. So the better case that you put together, the better chance you're going to have. So as an agent, first thing I want to do is see your written letter, maybe no more than 2-3 pages. IRS doesn't like to read a book. Next, they want to go ahead and say the clear evidences of abuse and maybe when they happen, the fraud and when they happen. And then next, you want to say these are the exhibits that I can show you to prove that. So when the agent looks at them, they have to decide which ones to work. So if you're the agent and you have to turn this case over, which one do you want to work? The one that IRS can get some money, the one that they have a pop, one that makes sense, and one that they can kind of look good and alert the public this has been going on to a local business or person. So, at the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to get that letter out. And like I said, when you look at the form, by the way, I'm downloading the form right now. So when you see the form, you'll just understand the form is going to go, I believe, to Ogden, Utah. You may want to send it certified. You may want to keep a copy. Also, go ahead and let them know where they can contact you, and you may have some more information. Don't be surprised if they don't work the case, but if you put a killer letter together with killer documentation, there's a really good chance IRS may do that. Now, one of two possibilities may exist. They may not look at the case criminally. They may just say, this is a good case for our audit division to look at. So you can follow up, send a second letter, send a third letter, maybe add a lot more facts, but that's how you go ahead and do that. If you would, I try to give you the information you need from hearing it from an agent to you. I really need subscriptions. If you just click on that link, that helps. The reason I need them is that YouTube, for someone values how I do on subscriptions. And by the way, if you have a comment and you say, hey, Michael, this would be a good YouTube, I'll probably do it. So I love subscriptions the most, and I love comments. I love to answer your questions, and I answer them all by the end of that given week. Thank you very much. Have a good one.